In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to debug code with ChatGPT. Think of this as turning an AI into a focused debugging partner that helps you find issues faster and understand your code more deeply. We'll start by isolating the problem area. Instead of pasting a full 500-line file, share only the smallest chunk of code where you suspect the bug lives, usually a single function or a type block. Along with that snippet, briefly describe what you expected to happen and what actually happened. For example, this function should return a sorted list, but it returns the original order. Keeping the context tight helps the AI zero in on the relevant logic rather than getting distracted by unrelated parts of your project. If there's a specific input that triggers the issue, include just that input and its current output. And before you paste anything, remove sensitive information like credentials or private data. If your code runs but produces the wrong result, ask explicitly for print statements. A great prompt is, can you add strategic print statements to this code so I can see the value of the variables at each step? The goal is to instrument the code in a way that reveals the flow without flooding your console. Look for prints that label the variable and the point in the logic, such as before and after a loop, right inside conditionals, and before returns. Run the instrumented version, review the output carefully, and note where the values start to deviate from your expectations. When you find the issue, remember to remove or comment out the prints to keep things clean. Next, request a dry run. Ask, walk through this code step by step with the input x 10 out of 10, and tell me what happens to the logic. This prompts the AI to simulate execution line by line, tracking variable updates and branch choices. A dry run is perfect for catching off by one errors, misunderstanding of conditions, and hidden assumptions about types or defaults. If x equals 10 works but x equals 0 or a negative number doesn't, ask for additional dry runs with those inputs. Finally, once it works, check for best practices. Say, this code works, but is there a more Pythonic or efficient way to write this to avoid future bugs? Invite suggestions on readability, clearer naming, built-in functions, and safer patterns. Often small refactors like using list comprehensions, enumerate, or exception handling make logic clearer and reduce the chance of regressions later. Follow this loop, narrow the snippet, instrument with prints, dry run with concrete inputs, and refactor for best practices, and you'll get faster, clearer debugging sessions with ChatGPT.